What are your opinions and preferences for distributing?
Right. So I think great question, because I think one of the most confusing things that's out there for podcasters that are starting out right now is confusion over a hosting platform. A lot of people don't know what it is, how to use, what is it used for? So if you think about you have a URL that you get for your website, but then your website has to be hosted somewhere, right? So you might get your URL through GoDaddy, but you might need to host your website on Bluehost or another hosting provider. It's the same with podcasting, in that your RSS feed needs to be hosted on a platform so that it can be distributed to as many places as possible for you to find for people to find your show. So the decision around a hosting platform is important. There are free platforms. Spotify for podcasters is free, but you get what you pay for. And I'm really serious about this, not tongue in cheek, because you want to invest in a platform that has all the bells and whistles that you can afford, because it's going to save you time. It's going to save you energy. And it's also going to give you more opportunities for visibility. Spreaker is a great platform. They're owned by iHeart. So iHeart is very large now in the podcasting space, obviously because of their radio blueprint. We are also a fan of Captivate .fm, because they have a really good, solid technology to insert your own ads for your own products and services, which for the podcasters that we work with, which are primarily, again, business owners, authors, like who's listening to the show, we want you to be able to advertise your own products and services in your own podcast. And that platform makes that really easy and cost effective. But then there's also Libsyn, there's Blueberry, there's Simplecast, like there's Buzzsprout. And I don't want to confuse you, but give you too many options. But what you need to look at when you're making your decision is, of course, affordability. But then what are your expectations out of the platform? And they should be, how many platforms do you connect to directly, so I don't have to go manually do anything else, but upload just to one? And then 2, do they connect to social media platforms so you can auto post social media, more convenience? And 3, can I advertise my own products and services? Because you want to be able to monetize your podcast with your own network and your own products and services first before you go out to traditional sponsors, which we could have a whole nother episode on. But those are the criteria that you really want to evaluate, and just don't choose free, because you're ultimately going to have to, if you want to scale and grow your podcast, you're going to have to migrate to another hosting platform. And although technology has made that more user-friendly today than it has in years, it's still a risk of losing the downloads that you've already achieved and the followers that you've already created, and exporting your stats. It's like, just start with the one that's going to work for you for growth. Just like your mic, start with the one that you can grow with. Same with your platform.